Hello and welcome back to another Pretty HD video. Today we have another career mode episode. It is Everton versus Norwich City in the first game of the Barclays Premier League. Norwich City, a newly promoted side, took them one season to return to the top flight of English football from their relegation back in 2013-14. This is major because last season we had a very comparable game being against Leicester City, which again was a promoted team in our first game. And let's be honest, that is the way to start a new season. Loads of energy, loads of buzz, loads of fight, and we've just destroyed Norwich's dreams within a first few minutes. Like, these new signings have just suddenly all clicked together, and all of a sudden we have scored. It took us less than 2 minutes to score our first Premier League goal this season. That is insane. But Joel Campbell here, he races through, plays it through to Lukaku again. We're breaking down the Norwich defence so easily, and it just went from bad to worse for them. They get a red card. So down to 10 men, it had to be no other than Sebastian Bassong to get the red card. And this is just not looking good for them at the moment, is it? Let's be truly honest. Lukaku took it away from his feet. He was tackled from behind. Maybe if he carried on in one direction, then it wouldn't have paid off. But there it did. We got the red card for them. We drew it out. And that means that we are in the driving position with one man extra on the pitch in a 1-0 lead against the newly promoted side. Possibly the worst possible start Norwich City could have had with their first 20 minutes in the Premier League. But Deulofeu chips it over to Lukaku, who finds the man. Deulofeu has it back again on the wing, beats him for pace, floors the defender. Deulofeu cuts inside, gets the opportunity. The opening's there for Kramer. Oh man, what much easier of a chance could you get to score on your debut than that? And he hits the post. I mean, he's laughing about it now, but Jesus Christ, he should have converted that. Kramer, though, does drive through. This guy looks to be awesome. So much energy, so much pace, so much passing ability. Can find out a man, can unleash a shot. And Kramer, I'm really, really happy with the signing of him. Baines, though, does whip it in. It's towards Barkley. Oh, not quite finding himself into the back of there. But the ball's chipped over. Hooper's got loads of space through the middle against all the odds. Not quite. Howard makes the save, makes the short. The corner kick is their way, and it's not a goal. So right now, Redmond steps over it, whips it in, back at the edge of the box. It's headed away clear. Lukaku now. It's 2-on-1. It gets to Campbell. Campbell finds the vision. Over to Lukaku. Lukaku. He's still got it. It was a great finish with his weak foot, and it catches out the keeper, John Ruddy, who, well, it was a positive. They were going into half-time, only 1-0 down. Yes, 10 men down, but let's be honest, they'd held out for another 44-odd minutes until now, where John Ruddy totally messes up, and that is a poor mistake by the English keeper. He just should have had firmer hands there. He just looked into the air, and it finds its way into the back of the net. And at 2-0 up, well, if I'm absolutely brutally honest, it didn't take long for the next goal, and this totally destroyed Norwich's dreams. We totally broke down the defence, destroyed their line, and caught them out of the back, napping 3-0 to Everton. And within a sudden moment of burst of energy and pure brilliance, the stunning scoreline has just become even more stunning. 3-0 now, and Norwich look down and out with 10 men in this competition. So, going at half-time at 1-0, I mean, the game's not over. They're still in it. 3-0 at half-time, it's just not going to happen for them anymore, is it? And it is a shame to see the newly promoted side not quite hacking it in the Premier League, and it looks like their team just isn't quite good enough yet to really challenge Premier League relegation, which is a shame, I suppose. I would like to see a team come up on career mode and actually win games. But I suppose if anything, they do get a controversial, a consolation goal, if anything, like I said. So that is a positive to take out the game. It is Certainly a positive to take into the next game, but again, it's not much and doesn't mean much to the massive 3-1 scoreline that is bowing on us. And again, straight from kickoff, we just did quick passing one-touch play, which just was way too easy to break down the defence. And John Ruddy, he's having a bit of a mare today, let's be brutally honest. And Howson, you can see that the former Leeds midfielder is quite annoyed with the way that his defence is working out at the moment. And the fact that they're down to 10 men, players filling in defence like that, it's just not going to happen for them. And Lukaku already has his first hat-trick in the Premier League. It took him one game. As last year, it took him something like halfway through the season. This year, it took him one game. That's how we've literally came out fighting, came out of the blocks and came out the stages the way that we continued from where we left off last season, basically. And Plosti reaches for that goal, and you've got to admire that. The fact that he met that ball first before the defender was amazing. The way that he stretched his leg out, anticipated that excellently, and found the ending result as well. He gambled on it. So Norwich City, pretty easy, routine game in the end. Which also means that comparable to their promotion contenders last year, Leicester, when we played them, they were really poor that game, and that's really not good enough. That's a great way to start the season. And I did just want to say, the kit suppliers delivered the brand new 2015-16 kit late, so you will be seeing that in the next game. But either way, they have came back and said 4.3 million for Chamberlain. With that, I don't know whether I should accept. Or what they say, rather, to 5 million. Ben Davies has accepted his contract. So if I do accept that, then I've got 4 million left. Nope. No. I'm really liking Durham at the moment. If Durham accepts his contract, then I would most certainly... Oh, I see Shakhtar in talks to sign Chamberlain. Right, Durham's accepted. So, Durham... Yeah, I've done it. Durham's our new left back. Better than paying 7.5 million for Tayers, isn't it, Durham? I suppose, because Durham, it's obvious. Do you get what I did there? No, either way. Where's Durham? There he is. Oh my God, solid left back. Great player. I like the look of this guy. Can play right back as well, which is really nice. I didn't actually know that, but he's right-footed, which isn't too nice. Really, he's a right back. Durham's a right back, not a left back. Oh my God, I've just bought... But his weak foot's 4-star, so I think he'll do it. 7.5 million for McCarthy. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That's a good offer. I've accepted. It's not done yet, because... plan is to accept, but we have got a Champions League game. It's against Malmo. It is the playoff round in the Champions League or Champions Cup. That's going to be quite exciting. Whoa. Just before we get into it, let's just see some of the top. There's Modric to City and Martinez to Chelsea. Adler's also left and gone to Valencia. And there is one more intersection of live commentary later on in the episode after this game, but for now, again, we're back to the post-commentary for the game against Malmo in the Champions League qualifiers. So, getting this far in the Champions League, reaching it on goal difference, we cannot let up, we cannot allow ourselves to bow down to this Malmo team with no fight in our heart. And did show the pass and build-up to this opportunity here, because of how good the passing build-up was, and this is the way that I love to play FIFA. It looks, don't you think goals like this just look so nice? Do you know what I mean? Like, the amount of passing, the amount of build-up, the amount of play, the defence gets caught napping, and despite the fact that it could be James McCarthy's last game at the club, he goes out with a bang, and he goes out in good form, hopefully, with that goal. He doesn't score goals often, and just as I've been talking all this bad about him, saying, oh, he never scores goals, he never gets into the positions, suddenly, when I'm on the verge of selling him to Manchester United, he bloody does. Well done, James McCarthy. But either way, as the ball is playing into Lukaku, he holds it up brilliantly, skims around his man, turns him, he's got the pace on them, but he's dragged out wide. He has a go either way, and draws the corner kick. So it's good work from Lukaku there. You had to have a good work ethic to try and get that ball into the middle there. But McCarthy stands over the corner, whips it inwards towards the penalty area. Stones, his header on around the penalty spot was very, very well prevented from going in by none other than the crossbar. John Stones will be really disappointed, and that could be a definitive moment in this very, very difficult game against Malmo that seems to be locked out, apart from a very early 14th minute goal from James McCarthy. It didn't take long for them to get another opportunity in the second half. They came out the paces with a bit more spring in their step, and it is a free kick chance. The free kick is whipped in. No defenders following the player in, and you have got to say, that is a class goal. You've just got to admire that. That is a superb effort by Forsberg, I believe, and Malmo are on level terms here, which is not what I want to see. It was a great goal, though. I mean, it was a fabulously picked up free kick, timed it excellently, the run was timed excellently, everything about that was timed excellently, and it was fabulous. And they did get the one last opportunity. It was a bit wayward, it was a bit hopeful, a bit random, to be honest. They knew that they couldn't have made much else from that, so they just went for the shot, and in the end it remains 1-1. So we do get the away goal going into the home tie, but that isn't the greatest of games in my absolute opinion. What can I say? That was such a bullshit game, it's untrue. Pardon my French. Luckily though, Shakhtar Donetsk have said yes. They will accept 5 million for Chamberlain. That means we get profit, and that means Chamberlain will be shifted on. Only half a season in about 6 months since he was with us. So after that, we will have a nice about 9 million. And with that 9 million, off screen I've done a bit of scouting, etc. By the way, I've just had a bit of a mess around with these, see what I can do with these 3 goalkeepers, because I want one of them. But Dragovic, Dia, Mark Bartra, Socrates. I've messed around with Socrates. Socrates probably isn't going to be bought. Let's remove him. We've got Jovanovic, Bennett Gornall, who's Lampard's regen. Then I think we've got an early Ribery regen, or unless he's just a new gen, because this guy is really unusually good. And I don't know where he's from, but the simple fact is he's French as a left mid. Ribery's not retired yet, so God knows what's going on there. And he has got an exciting prospect stat. So I'm scouting him. I'm going to just go in with a bid of about 2 million, actually about 1 million, just see. We probably won't work because he's sporadic, yes, I suppose. But the thing is, I know Chamberlain's left, and the reason we sold Chamberlain was because we had too many wingers, but that's because we had too many good wingers. A young, exciting prospect like this, we could buy, send out on loan. We could buy, push Atsu as a cam, and then that way the Rafinha buy wouldn't need to be done. That sort of idea. Then we also have this guy as well who's showing great potential. Do you know the weird thing? I checked my squad report and Bittencourt has potential to be special, which is a pretty insane thing to have on a player like Bittencourt. So he can get 90 plus apparently, so his potential's gone up, which is nice. But except for that, I think that's all I've got to do. I've got to advance. Not long to the Villa game, but Benteke's shown the exit door. So if I did have enough money, I would have been interested in that, but don't have enough money, simple as. Right. Schmeichel shocks Leicester with the transfer request. Right. Yeah, ignore that then. 38 million. Okay. And that was with Howard. They're saying 38 million with Tim Howard. That would be about 45 odd million. And do you know the weird thing? They actually bought Ben Foster, which makes no sense to me. God knows why they had to buy Ben Foster. And Gornall's been rejected. West Brom have rejected because Luke Daniels too valuable. And we've got 2 declined things. Oh, that's quite annoying. Either way, we'll move on. Schmeichel, I'm still interested in that Schmeichel thing. That could be interesting to see where he ends up. Okay, Manchester United have bought McCarthy. And Chamberlain has gone to Shakhtar. So not two unusual sales, to say the least. It's sad to see them 2 players go, but look at how much money that's just opened up. Seriously, that's a beautiful amount of money. We could afford Rafinha now, but I'm going to wait, see what happens with this left midfielder. But either way, short little insert of live commentary. That's pretty much it for now. Going into the Villa game, quite positively, we're top of the table currently because of our goal difference. But we have conceded one, which isn't too nice. I want to concede less this year. Simple as. So, McCarthy, Chamberlain, gone. If we do look at our sell players section now, sorted by that, we've got 2 players transfer listed, Osman and Paddington. Then we've got Matip for short loan to try and fix his growth. Lundstrom, Hope and Browning out on loan, and that's pretty much the transfer window done.